ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So, first piece of news this week that we have is for Call of Duty Warzone. So, a lot of Call of Duty leaks and rumors have been coming out this week. The closer and closer that we're going to be getting to the, next Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare 2's release in October, I think we're going to start getting more and more news as we lead up to that. But, as of right now, Call of Duty Warzone Season 5's release date is rumored to be arriving near the end of this month, possibly around August 24th. At least that is what is being circulated online right now. There's a bunch of speculation that, maybe Verdansk will be brought back into Call of Duty Warzone. Some people are suggesting that we might get something completely different. And there's also talks of possibly a mid-season update that after the new Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare 2, remastered or remake releases, that we're probably going to get a Warzone update sometime around that game's release, and that could possibly change even further things with either the map that is featured in the game or weapons or things like that. So lots of great things for Call of Duty fans coming in the next few months. I need to hop back into Warzone. I probably will be buying Modern Warfare 2 just because I really liked that original game when I played it, so it would be kind of awesome to play this newer version, especially the multiplayer if it's awesome. So very excited, and I need to play Warzone more, so really like this news that we got this week about that. Next, Pokemon just had a ton, and I mean a ton of info this week. Nintendo/Pokemon had a special live stream where basically they announced a lot of features and things about the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games, which are going to be releasing later this year. And Pokemon fans are just extremely excited now. Go check out the new gameplay, the new trailers that have come out. There's a lot of new info. Honestly, these games look like they're going to be the best 3D Pokemon games ever made. They're really trying to go all out with this, seriously. This feels very, very different from Pokemon Sword and Shield. When those games came out, it feels like a very, very high quality and improved version from those games. So I have to say, I am excited. I'm still not sure if I'm going to be getting Scarlet or Violet, so I need to decide which version of the game I want. But I do like Pokemon, and I've always wanted to play a complete Pokemon game on the channel. We have some really loud background sounds, sorry. So, yeah, I guess that's what I get for keeping the window open in the summertime. Got airplanes flying by. But, yeah, back to Pokemon. Basically, a lot of people are excited for this game. Tweets and posts about this have gone, super viral, so it seems like everybody's really excited for this game. This new trailer showed off a ton of, the new game mechanics, new regions, new areas. The game looks fantastic. I'm excited to play it, and it's been a while since I played a Pokemon game on the channel, so maybe this will be the one. I think it's going to be a huge game on the Switch this year. Definitely something worth checking out, I think. Next we have MultiVersus news. So Multiverses has been in some interesting places this week. They're getting praised a lot for being like one of the best fighting games in the last year, possibly, and a lot of people are playing it. It has all sorts of like records online and on Twitch, but the game has kind of run into a couple of problems. So for those that don't know, Multiverses, even though you can technically buy the game right now and you can play it, it is still officially in like a beta. So it is not officially launched. At least the company is not saying that it's officially launched. They're still calling it in beta. So what this means is that Multiverses was going to be getting like a battle pass very soon, but that is getting delayed. We don't know when it's going to officially launch, but there's been some problems apparently with like management stuff behind the scenes of the game. It doesn't really have to do with the developers, more so Warner Brothers and their subsidiaries and people they're involved with kind of delaying certain things with the game. Apparently management is like changing or something, so Multiverses is in kind of a tough spot right now, but the game is a success. So yeah, apparently we were supposed to get like a battle pass very similar to Fall Guys and Fortnite, where there's going to be like 50 tiers of items that you can unlock as you level up. So you kind of start at level 1 and you go all the way to level 50, and by unlocking the different tiers, you basically get skins and things like that, special outfits for your characters, perks and things like that. So that sounds super cool. It's kind of disappointing they had to delay this, but yeah, it has to do with other factors outside of the Multiverses development team. But hopefully they get all that stuff fixed and we get to see more about this game very soon. I'm enjoying Multiverses. I love playing it on the channel, and I think it's a really good game. I'm surprised that it's still technically in beta, but it reminds me of like Fortnite with being, like Fortnite in the early days was like in beta for a very long time. I think they called it like alpha or early access or something. Someone can remind me, but I remember in the early seasons of Fortnite, every time you would like load in, it would say something like Fortnite beta, Fortnite alpha, Fortnite early access, and people used to joke that it would be like that for like a year or 2 years in a row. So yeah, it seems like Multiverses might be in that kind of same situation right now. And speaking of Multiverses, there has been a huge controversy with certain characters in Multiverses being completely broken. But since the game is kind of in a beta, they are monitoring this stuff and nerfing and updating the game to fix characters that are kind of broken. So the most recent character that was very, very OP was Bugs Bunny. Apparently Bugs Bunny was not only like really powerful in the game, but they had to like nerf his attacks. People were spamming Bugs Bunny in ranked matches and winning all the time, so they noticed there was a problem. The community mentioned it, and Multiverses developers had to come out and say they're going to be fixing that in an update, which I believe has already come out, by the way, so it's pretty cool. The character before Bugs Bunny that was very broken, I believe, was Taz. The Tasmanian Devil, I think was completely broken as well. So seems like there's a bunch of characters that probably are going to be fixed at some point. But if you're trying to rank up fast in Multiverses, you might want to play as some of these broken characters before they're fixed. Next, we got some news from Sony. So Sony put out a report that they've noticed that the amount of people playing on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 has declined in the last year. Now, this news seems kind of alarming. Like, wait, people are not playing the PlayStation as much as they used to. But it turns out that Sony is comparing this year to last year. And if anyone remembers, like, everybody was like on COVID lockdown, so people were just on their PlayStation all day playing. So of course there's going to be a big difference between this year and the last year and the year before that, if we're being honest. So Sony noticed that though, so they just pointed that out in some kind of like investor meeting, and a lot of websites started talking about this and how Sony is failing and all sorts of other things, which I don't necessarily think is actually true. I just think less people are playing this year than there was last year, when everybody was kind of stuck and the only thing you could do was play video games. But there is one interesting thing that came out of this report. Sony noticed though that this year less people like that own a PlayStation are playing like new games on a PlayStation, or so apparently this could be accurate. This year I might say something controversial, I'm not sure, but I feel like a lot of the games that have come out this year, especially for the PlayStation 5, have been kind of, average. Like, there's no like GTA 5 or, Apex Legends or something, huge, amazing game that came out this year besides like Elden Ring maybe. MultiVersus is awesome, Fall Guys is awesome, but there's no like, huge game besides like Elden Ring, I think. So, a lot of people, if there's not a huge game to play, they're not going to be on their PlayStation, A lot of people are waiting on some new games, so I think once more games come out that people actually want to play, we're going to see those PlayStation numbers go back up. But just thought it was a very interesting like statistic and report that Sony put out, so that's interesting. Let's see, what else do we got here? Speaking of Elden Ring, Elden Ring has kind of been winning some like online awards. Apparently it had one of the biggest gaming launches in YouTube history. So in the entire history of YouTube, Elden Ring is like the only game that has kind of broken the website. Apparently, according to like some stats, as soon as Elden Ring was coming out, like there were tons of trailers and gameplay videos and tutorials popping up, and people were watching these videos and they were getting pushed, to the top on trending in the gaming section of YouTube. And there hasn't been something like this consistently for the longest time. So yeah, apparently it broke records, which is very surprising considering that like Fortnite, Minecraft, when those games came out, they were always there on the trending page. People were making tons of videos, but to be honest, Fortnite that first week, it had to build up its popularity. Same thing with Minecraft, like the early days of Minecraft. It had to build up its popularity on YouTube. So I think Elden Ring, because of the developers, because of the Dark Souls series being so famous worldwide, I think it was already kind of famous by the time it dropped. So videos were just going super viral, and yeah, apparently it was like the biggest launch of a new game on YouTube. So that's crazy. I would like to see what second place is. I bet it's like GTA 5 or something like that, but insane. Elden Ring is probably going to win a lot of Game of the Year awards for sure. And let's see, I feel like I have one last piece of news here. We kind of have a slow news week this week, I think. Final piece of news is about Tactics Ogre. So Tactics Ogre is like an RPG, Japanese RPG. That's like a strategy and tactics style game, hence the name Tactics Ogre. So this version of Tactics Ogre is called Tactics Ogre Reborn, and it's going to be releasing on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC, with possible ports getting announced in the future. But this was actually leaked and rumored for a while now, but it's been confirmed. There's a trailer out, we've got some info, and this is kind of like a classic RPG series, and it's getting remastered for modern consoles with better graphics, and it looks really good. Honestly, if you're into these type of games, you might want to check this one out. Very hard, but if you like strategic, kind of like strategy RPG games, this is definitely something to check out. So yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you all for listening and watching, and I'll be sure to have a new ASMR gaming video out very, very soon. So long,